Explain everything. For those of you that love what you can do with EduCreations, but want something a little more, toss that and pay attention. Explain Everything is the app for you. For starters, open up the app and you will have a home screen. It should not have all of these in it, but you will at least have a blank page. To start anew, Explain Everything, press the plus symbol in the top corner. The plus symbol will allow you to choose a color template. Choose whatever template you like best. When you open up your color template, you will see a blank screen and icons like this and like these. Let's go through each icon and talk about what it does. The first one is obvious. This is where you can touch and move things with your finger. The second one from the top is adding a page. You cannot have multiple slides until you add a page. Next, you have your pencil. That will allow you to draw. Below that is a shape insert button. With that, you can insert arrows and other shapes, obviously. This is your text button. This button will come back to you later. This is your delete button. This is your laser pointer button, which is what I'm using right now. This button is your arrange button. It allows you to lock items and do other things. This is your undo button. This button allows you to zoom in and out of your entire screen. And this button here allows you to hide some of the icons on the page that may get in your way while you're creating. And these down here are obviously your color choices. We'll talk more about those later too. Now let's talk about this bottom row. As I said before, this here, you cannot have more than one slide until you add a page using this button here. These buttons here are where you will control your recording. This is where you can control your time, and I'll show you some more things you can do with that later. These two icons are for exporting. This one is for saving, and this is to return home. Let's talk about this nifty button for a second. This button will allow you to open all of these things. You can open from your camera roll existing photos or videos. You can insert a file. You can even browse the internet straight from Explain Everything. You can take a new picture, you can take a new video, or you can insert a sound. When you select either choose a file or choose an existing picture, you will notice that you have many options down here below from which to choose. You can open your camera roll, you can open iTunes, Dropbox, Evernote, Google Drive, and WebDAV, which is another way to share files online. If you select this arrow button, there are even more things you can select files from. Needless to say, Explain Everything is perfect for smashing apps. Back to the record controls. When you click on the time down below, the soundtrack will pop up and you can see all that you have recorded. This can be helpful when playing it back to yourself or recording over it. While I could go on, I'm going to stop here and explain how to save things so that you can have the opportunity to see how cool Explain Everything is for yourself. Let's talk about saving. First, you will go to the bottom corner where the file folder and the arrows are. Then you will give your project a title. Then you will press save. When you're finished pressing save, press the home button at the bottom. Then you will see that your project has been saved on your home screen. Not only can you save your project, you can also export it as a movie. I often save it or export it to my camera roll and then use iMovie. Now it's your turn. Explore the app and try to answer the following questions. First question: what happens when you hold your finger on an icon? Next question: what happens when you move the start point of your recording? Try to record over something, see what happens. Finally, what are the benefits of using slides as opposed to a straight recording? Try to answer those questions and bring your own questions if you end up having any. Thanks!